Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is all about a makeup tutorial for Captain Jack Sparrow, and hopefully as we're going through the video I can show you some things about the voice and things that I've discovered over a year of playing Captain Jack Sparrow. So we'll get started with the makeup. I'll just get prepared and we'll get going. Right, first things first, I'm going to get the hair out of the way. These are like a wig hair tidy. They come with wigs, so it doesn't look incredibly stupid, but it does keep the hair out of your eyes. So you're like a fouled bank robber. Right, let's start with the foundation. Now this is a Natural Collections colour foundation. This is a walnut colour. Really want something a little bit darker. I'd go for something like cocoa if you can find a really dark one. But this is okay for me. So you don't need a lot of this stuff. The idea is we're trying to get sort of like a couple of dabs around there, and we're going to work that in. And the idea is to look suntanned and dirty, really. Filthy dirty. I mean, no Caribbean pirate will be seen dead clean. So and wear some old clothes when you're doing this, because this stuff seems to get everywhere. So what we're going to do is start working that in. And the light's not very good in here, but we should get some of the effect, you know, down the nose. And although your forehead's going to be covered by a bandana and the wig, hopefully, you do want some across the top. So let's get on with that. So I do apologise, the light's quite poor in here, but I don't know if you can see any difference there. It's starting to look slightly more suntan now. The next thing we want to do is we want to take these are blushes. There's several shades of brown, reddy brown. So we're going to take the reddy brown. Wipe off what you don't need, and then we're going to start going round the cheeks there, and just blending this in down the nose. Anywhere really that would have got suntanned and burnt, but mainly around the cheekbones, across the head there. Yeah. And then with the darker brown, we want to go underneath the jawline. We want to accentuate the fact that we wanted some shadow there to make it look like it's quite gaunt. And of course you want to look grubby as well, grubby and dirty. So let's carry on with that. What you can also do is take another sponge and a little bit of black eyeshadow, and again just down that jawline, the sides, So it's just all about blending it in, really. There we go. I don't think you really see any difference at the moment. We'll keep going. Now, for Jack's beard, it's a very dark brown colour. Well, I'm going a little bit of grey, so I used a bit of black gel eyeshadow. It's just darken the beard down, and add some bits at the side, so it makes you look more beard than you have. If you're like me, you struggle growing a beard at the side. So let's start on that. As you can see, it's starting to darken the beard down now. What you're aiming for is that sort of squared off look. Quite a wide jawline. And always work for some kind of reference photo if you've got one. Always helps. Even the picture off the DVD of Pirates of the Caribbean is quite a good reference photo. As you can see, Jack's tash goes straight down. This is actually slightly too long at the moment. It needs to be trimmed up a little bit. It needs to be straight off. It needs to end about there. Like that. As you can see, that's getting there. I'm not going to go through the whole lot because it would take too long, but once the braids go in, you can see that. What I tend to do, you can use spirit gum for this, but the ones you buy off of Amazon, really, they're okay, but they will pull out. Someone tugs them, they'll come straight out again. So I tend to use something like contact adhesive, which is a bugger to get back out again. So I just tend to make these up. I've got about half a dozen, and I just glue them in, and then I cut them back out again and just pick the glue out. But then just rescue the beads off and make some more, which is quite easy to do. So there you go. Right, so let's start on the eyes. Now, you want to start off with a very thin line under each eye. So if I start off doing one, I just want to smudge that in a bit. Actually, pencil needs sharpening, but you can see that. And the same above the eye, which is very difficult to do on your own. And it's recommended actually pulling your eyebrow down, but and again just smudge it in. Now you can do this as thick as you like. If you remember in Pirates of the Caribbean 4, where he was in the courtroom, I mean the makeup was plastered on, he looked like a reverse panda. So you can just play around with this, it's down to your personal preference really. So let me do the other eye and I'll get back to you. Right, there you can see the eyes are starting to come in. I've added a little bit more because the light's a bit poor, so you can just see what's going on. You can just play around with that, just blend it in with your finger. There's a tendency to overdo it, but so you can see that's the effect you're looking for: sunburnt, suntan, dirty, filthy. Again with the eyebrows, if you look at, these almost come to they thin out. So if you just get your pencil and just rub that in there, just thin them out a bit, make them look Make them look a bit thin. Now what we're doing now with Jack's voice. Although he's speaking with an English accent, he has got a slight twang to it, and his American bit comes out. So whereas we would say Captain Jack Sparrow, he would say Captain Jack Sparrow, the one and only. Do you know who I am, mate? So you've got to bring your voice up an octave as well. Really, I speak quite deeply, so I'm still practicing the voice. That is a really wonderful trick, boy. Yet once again, you are between me and my way out, and now you have no weapon. Savvy. So you want to practice his voice. Watch the films over and over again. It's the only way to do it. Say his lines as he says them, and you can't go far wrong there. Look at his face when he's putting his expressions, especially the pout. You've got to remember that Jack's, a lot of the time, he's been in the rum locker because he's got the only key. So a lot of the time he's drunk. So you think of the way you talk with a bit of slur in your voice. So, but why is the rum gone? Not good. So that's the next bit really is where are we now? Scar on the cheek, which is on the right hand side. So I'll show you how to do that. You want to take you can either do a red lipstick or a little red pen like this, and it's just here on the jawline, and I believe it was caused by scurvy or something like that, and it's just an open sore that never heals. And then there's another scar that just runs down the corner of that eyebrow, slightly red scar. So we just do them quickly, and it's like a horseshoe shape. So if you remember, it's like just dab some lipstick on your finger, press it into your face, and then just outline it in a horseshoe. So let's do that. Right, there you go. If you can see a scar there, one on the eyebrow and one on the cheekbone. And in the middle of that, you just get a little bit of white makeup. Just dab it in the middle. Makes it look like a sore. So really that's about it. We were saying with the braids, like I say, glue them in, cut them out again. Now the other thing to remember is that Jack's got gold teeth. I tended to I bought this Maron gold tooth enamel from again from Amazon, which is okay, it will stay in there, but you've got to watch what you drink. If you drink anything alcohol, especially rum, I like rum, it will come straight back out again, and it doesn't taste very nice, believe me. So let me do that. It's not really good gold, it looks more yellow, but it's okay. But remember, Jack's teeth on the bottom are silver, but what the hell, it fools most people. So let's have a go at that. There you go, teeth in. Savvy. And remember with Jack as well that a lot of the time he's angry, so you've got a growl in your voice. It's quite easy to do. Just maybe you've got something like a frog in your throat or something like Captain Jack Sparrow. That's what I feel. I feel like I've got a growl in my voice, and he's always growling at something. You know? Me, I'm dishonest, and a dishonest man you can always trust. Honestly, it's the honest ones you can't trust, because you never predict when they're going to do something completely stupid. There you go. I can't help myself. I keep breaking down into sparrowisms. Sad. Right, so that's basically what you're looking for. Suntanned. Again, I apologise for the light in this room. It's not very good light, but you'll see what happens when the wig goes on in a minute. Like I say, I'm not going to do the braids, and I'm not going to do my neck. And you could just keep going with this. Add to the effect. You just want to look dirty and suntanned and ugh, you know, scummy and horrible. Right, all I have to do is put some wig on. Right, there we go. One wig. Now, a word on wigs. I mean, if you want to do this professionally, you can go out and buy, excuse me, you can go and buy a wig. If you're going to do it, I'd say spend more. More is good. Go to Your Dream. Um, you'll find it on the internet. It's just called Your Dream Creations. You will pay anything, I think up to about $290 for a wig, but you get what you pay for. Me, I went down the route, I started making my own wigs, which is a chore and a half, and I wouldn't want to do another one, I must admit. This was made out of a cancankalon synthetic human hair fibre wig, which is not overly expensive. You can pay, if you're going to do this just as fancy dress, just go and buy a cheap wig off of Amazon and just make the dreadlocks yourself, or plait the hair. I made the dreadlocks myself. I don't know if you can see that. It's quite long. There's not enough on, there should be more, but like 11 dreads per side. But if you start doing that, then you won't get your hat on. So, well, you have to wear a hat. You can see some of the effect. You know, this was handmade. Everything on this I made myself. The coochie dangles is made out of polymer clay. The beads are made out of clay and bits and pieces. And same with the dangle there. The bone is actually a piece of wood. Well, it came out. This one came out right, so I'm trying to make this one last a little bit longer. So that's the sort of effect you want. And you can see that Captain Jack Sparrow of the Black Pearl starts to come back out again. Well, Mr. Turner, I've changed my mind. Just practice the voice, practice everything really, and you'll get there. I'm still practicing myself. But there you go. I haven't tried this with a hat on actually, by the way. So, there you go. Now again, say the light's not very good, but you can see, you know, you look suntanned, dirty and scummy and horrible pirate. Anyway, thanks for watching. Ta. Captain Jack Sparrow signing off.